Wonder if anyone's home. Hello? Anybody home? Fuck off! What? Ah, you guys. Well, I'm on deep shit with Miss Julie because I haven't been out here for a week. Well, I have. I've been out to, as you can see, do the water and do the feeder, but I haven't been taking the eggs, and these are her chickens. And there's going to be a few. She says she worries about their little bottoms being up too high with all the egg. Holy shit. Oh dear. Oh, and some poop to clean out. Oh, that's more than a week. Keep these up here for them. They are the most productive chickens I've ever had, these guys. We're getting a really good amount of eggs. Like every day, each chicken is popping a couple out without fail. We've got other chickens here too, but they're the great layers. Beautiful, just beautiful. Well, that's one tray. Still got more to go. Man, if I had like 20 chickens here, I could probably sell eggs. But a bit of work, you know. And this one here is like a double yoker, I think. Extra big one. First time I had a big one. Cool. Right, we'll get a bit of the shit out of here. And I'll keep that there for the compost. Fresh sawdust. Something really awesome, about farm eggs compared to the ones in the shop. Anyway, Miss Julie's away down south. She's on her way home tomorrow. That's why I'm doing it today. She's been dealing with her mum's estate. Her dear mum, Ruth. She made it to 91, and thankfully I got a chance to see her when I was down in Stewart Island last year. This year I'll be going down, but I won't be stopping off to see her this year because she's no longer with us. Her mum, she was an amazing woman, just like Miss Julie. She had 5 hip replacements, or at least a couple of hip replacements, and then revisions, or whatever they call them. That's how hard she worked. She worked her whole life. She passed away working. There was on her bench, there was some baking, and she was doing sewing at the same time. You guys made it out. Look at that. There they go. They were just inside and they've got out. There's Whitey. Righto, we'll put these in the fridge. And I left that bloody door open. You know what that means? You! Outside, come on. There you go. Bugger off. That's our super duck, but she's no longer that super anymore. She's got a disease where she can't stand up. She's pretty happy, but she just waddles around and uses her neck to move. Her mate hangs around her and keeps her company all day, but she can't walk anymore. This here is a whole row of mussel boys. They're all held up, and I've been growing all sorts of things in these over the years, and today I'm harvesting these for the first time. Well, not for the first time. I've been eating 1 or 2, but I actually want them all out of the ground. And with potatoes, this is my first crop ever that I've done like a big crop. And what I've learnt from other people, my patrons and people that help me, is that you actually you leave the dirt on them when you dig them up. It helps them last longer. I'm not quite sure how that works. There's them there. They're bloody beautiful little potatoes. Look at them, there's heaps in the ground. So I'm going to harvest these. I got an email from Deborah in the Bay of Plenty, and she said that her husband, Glyn, g'day Glyn, Glyn, sorry, not Glenn, Glyn. You probably have been called Glenn sometimes. It's funny how people get their names mixed up, eh? And sometimes you think, should I say something or should I not? Generally I say nothing. Anyway, Glyn, he has motor neuron disease, which is a disease I would not wish on my worst enemy, actually. My father has functional neurological disorder where he falls over all the time, and it's degenerative, and he's getting less and less. The last 12 years of his life have been spent pretty much in a chair. He can walk a little bit, but pretty wobbly. He's not the man he used to be. And what Glyn's got, well, Deborah says he's got a life expectancy of a year. What I'll say, Glyn, is I believe in miracles, mate. I've survived cancer and heart disease. I'm still here, kicking. And where there's life, there's hope, you know. Because every day there's new things coming out. What do you do with a potato like this? Do you eat that? It's green. Probably plant it again, get more potatoes, wouldn't you? Might put that one aside. I'll put it aside and I'll look in the comment section. And I understand, mate, that you used to have bees and drive trucks, and you can no longer do that because your arms are failing you. Used to be a panel beater. I had a mate, well, I got a mate, hadn't had a mate, got a mate, Sneak. There's another one, I think we might plant that out too, eh? Sneak, he was a panel beater too, and he got the same cancer I had, prostate cancer, and they had to take his bladder out as well. I talk to Sneak regularly. I managed to raise 12 grand for Sneak, because ACC didn't come to the party. And a lot of the good bastards that support my channel put money in, guys like Richard and a whole lot more. And he's doing well today, but it was touch and go there for a while for Sneak. He's been back in hospital a few times. We're all of the nature, we're all going to get sick and die one day, aren't we? That's just the nature of life. But when it comes, well, no man can say, because tomorrow is promised to no man. I don't know about these guys. Do I plant them out, or what do I do with them? Or eat them? I'm going to keep these wet ones. As you can see, I've got a few to do. These guys here, they're on the stand here, and it supports them right down the side. I tried growing watercress in this, but it failed, so I'm growing it elsewhere. But these have been great for the potatoes, although clearly I'd used the wrong bloody wood, so I'm going to have to replace that with treated wood. I mean, that's just buggered. It's only sitting there with the nails holding it together. That's history. It's doing nothing. She's buggered. Puckarood. Right. I think I've got most of the potatoes out. Oh no. There's still plenty left in there. Don't want to spare them. Love these potatoes. This is probably one to plant out too. I don't know if you do plant them out. Probably find out later. I know when they're green you don't eat them, so I think I'll keep the ones that are white, and the green ones can go back in the ground. I don't even know if this early season ones will grow again. Not sure. Don't know. It's probably too late to put any other potatoes in this time. Maybe you can. Someone let me know. February, middle of February. Can you still grow in February? Probably in the North Island, probably not here. Never far away, are you, Louie? So there's Louie and there's Bluey. I'll show you whose Bluey is. You'll work it out soon enough. You might better see Bluey from there if you look closely. Know why she's Bluey. There's a clue. There's Louie behind her. They're just like together all the time, those two. Kind of feels a bit sad just ripping this out of the ground. It's growing, you know, but what do you do? Oh yeah, look at that. Well, this must be a different variety. These are redder. Heaps of them. Heaps. Well, they're going brown on the top, so I think we could say they've done their dash. Yeah, that's cool. Heaps of potatoes there. Nice red potato. I'm stoked with those. Oh, nice heaps. Happy days. Well, that's better. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely, tell your mother. So they're a different variety, aren't they? They're red ones. So those are sort of white and they're red. That's cool. Oh, I'm just getting hungry looking at this. Look at this one here. The shape of that. What could that be? What could that be? Don't say it. Oh, yeah. It's bloody porn veg. Right. These green ones, can you eat them? I'm not sure about that. Don't think you can, eh? Put that aside. Another funny looking shaped one. Well, he's a beauty. Look at that one there. This is fun. So anyway, big shout out to Glyn. It's going to be a hell of a challenge for you, mate. And I know what it's like to be stuck in was in a wheelchair for like a long time. I was going through a cancer battle. Wasn't sure I was going to come into that one. Had a few battles, but thinking of you, mate, really am. It's been a hard week actually with things and people. Tragically, 2 young guys lost their lives in Paikakariki doing their work, pest control. And the father contacted me and asked me if he could take a song from my catalogue for his son. Something would be appropriate. I thought about that and I thought, well, I'm working in the studio right now, so I spent the weekend and I made a song up. Just something to try and help the family grieve a little bit. And I just can't even start to imagine what those guys are going through. If someone's only 25, you know, it's just so tragic. It's such as life, isn't it? Just, we never know when our number's up. And I just can't imagine what it's like for a father to lose a son. I just can't. I mean, I worry about my own children because they're in a dangerous profession. They're both in kayaks all the time. My nephew drowned. My son's best mate drowned, and he tried to save him. He tried to save my nephew too. Nearly drowned trying to save him. It's a very fine line, isn't it, between letting your kids be free and do what they love, and you can't stop them. You really can't. You can't say anything because it's their life, and you know, it's like I can't say anything because I've been really, I was going to say stupid, but dangerous myself with my own life, and they'll be like, "Yeah, Dad, well, look what you did when you were young." So I guess I just got lucky. It's a hard call, isn't it, when you're a parent? Probably should have written something on these so I knew what varieties they were. But, oops. They look pretty good. Really good. So, I know with kumara you got to season them. Do you do the same with potatoes? Do you have to actually put them somewhere in the sun or harden them up before you store them? And I remember my dad storing them in a sack when I was a kid. Is that the best way to store them? When I did my kumara last year, some of them went a bit rotten. I don't think I stored them right. I wrapped them up in newspaper, but I don't know. What's the best way to store your potatoes? This being my first actual potato crop, I've never really had to store them. I know I'll be growing them again. This is a neat crop. Oops, I don't want that in there. It's rubbish. Over here is the ones I'm going to replant out again, if that actually can be done. I don't know. I mean, little wee potatoes in there too, but I've got to get my fork right down the side because I don't want to spare them. Oh. Nothing there. Oh, there's more here. Those ones that get the sun on them get a bit green, don't they? Put that over there for now. I'm sure there's a few more hiding down here. Maybe not. Well, there we go. Those beauties. It's a funny looking one, isn't it? What's it going to be? Oh, that's a nice one too. It's very rewarding, isn't it, when you grow, do all the work and then you get to harvest. All the watering and weeding. Very rewarding. Pull this out of ground. Look at that. This wood's all broken. It's going to have to be replaced. Oh, here we go. It's like a little wee man. Look at him. It's like the little Thai man, isn't it? Oh, geez, he's even got an appendage. Look at that. Oh, lots of wee potatoes. They'll be nice. I'll cook a feed of those up tonight. I haven't eaten since early this morning, so there's a green one. You can go out of there. Oh, there's some really interesting shapes. Look at this one. Oh, that's a little man. Look, he's got a wee nose. Look at that one there. Crazy what you find. Oh, that one's green. I'm not going to eat a green potato. So far, I've done 1.5 mussel boys, and I've nearly filled up half a bucket. So I can see I'm going to get quite a good wee crop. And potatoes are very high in potassium. We need potassium so our heart has its regular beat. And obviously a carbohydrate. They're a complex carbohydrate. And if you want to make them go lower on the glycemic index so they don't raise your blood sugar, then boil them, then put them in the fridge to the cold, and then have them cold the next day or reheat them, and that drops it right down so it's even lower on the glycemic index. Look at these guys here. Beauty. Lovely, tell your mother. Little wee potatoes. So, gonna go through here and just check there's nothing left. Oh, there's a whole lot here still. Over here, look. There you go, some. Any more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a whole lot. A few worms dancing in there. It's old bits of wood left over from making the log cabin, because we put the sawdust from the log cabin. We could use it because we used vegetable oil for the chain rather than engine oil, so it's all biodegradable. There's even potatoes down that low. Cool. Right down the bottom. Magic. I'll put some fresh compost in this. And I'm not sure what to plant out. Anybody got any ideas what would be good to plant out in here? I thought about potatoes again, but I think it's too late in the season, isn't it? It's going to be a bit too late. It's not going to be warm enough. I mean, you're probably going to get frost on the potatoes when they start to go. And we get frost here. And they take about, what, 150 days to grow, and it's February now, so I just might have to ask my cousin Greg. He's pretty good at growing stuff. He'd know. Mind you, he's in the North Island, so maybe he doesn't. They have different temperatures there. Not really sure. Yeah, righty-yay. That's 2. So 2 muscle boys have given me a good half a bucket. Well, maybe not quite half a bucket, just below half a bucket, but still pretty good considering. You can see we've still got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more to go. We'll easily fill a bucket. Because it's my first year of planting them, I think I made some mistakes. And think one of the mistakes I could have done is I could have piled dirt up around them so they didn't get the sun on them, because these green ones like that there, I'm not going to eat those because they just taste like shite green potatoes. There's another one there, which, you know, it's sort of dodgy, isn't it? Can you plant them out again? Don't know. Let's see. Or do you just cook them up and feed them to the chickens, turn them into eggs? Right, what's lurking in the ground below? Anything else? Ugh. Oh yes, sirree. Is that one a bit rotten? On the edge. Nice size. Another plant in here. That ain't potato, it's a weed. Come out of here. Look at the shapes on these guys. They're real like Chernobyl potatoes. Fukushima potatoes. And this one here, look. How about that? That's crazy, man. You don't see those in the shop. Kind of cool if you did. You can't eat those, I don't think. Those little things that are on the end of the potato. Anything left in there, or is that it? Oh no, it's plenty still down there. This has really produced, this one. It's been good. It's nice white potatoes. I've got the white ones and the red ones. I think the red ones are called kidney something. Great. Wee ones there. Oh, nearly missed that one. Another one. Oh, beauty. Didn't see that one. I'll tell you a wee story about my dad and how I I got him to take me hunting. I grew up in the Abel Tasman National Park. My dad was a ranger there, and my mum was a ranger's wife. She did correspondence with us kids, like taught us, and I was a crap student. All I wanted to do was go fishing and hunting and that there, and on my 5th birthday, my dad took me hunting hare. I'll never forget that. He shot it and didn't kill it, he wounded it, and he smashed it over the head with the butt of the rifle, and it cried, and I thought that was horrible, but the deal was sealed. That was it, I was a hunter for life. Then his mates came around with a pig on the back of a motorbike, and I thought that was pretty cool too. So it was my pig hunting sort of where it started. But he didn't take me hunting after that. Well, not quite true. He took me once hunting goats, but we didn't get anything, but that was it. Never again. And I always wanted him to take me hunting again. Dad didn't do much with us kids. Didn't do much with his grandchildren either, for that matter. But he did take me to D'Urville Island after a bit of pressure. He used to have this boat called the Kaka. He took me there. I paid for the fuel, and he took me, and we got there, and I had my 2 dogs on board. Oh, there's a good crop. And I said, "You want to go pig hunting, Dad?" Now this hill was like 600 metres to the top. And he was like, didn't really want to go with me. I could tell he wanted to go, so I tricked him. Instead of saying and putting pressure on him, I just said, "Oh well, I'll be heading away tomorrow morning." Got up the next morning, and I don't know if Dad can remember this. Let's go, we'll plant that out, if you can. And I said to him, "It's probably a good thing you don't come with me, Dad. It's 600 metres to the top of that, and you're getting old, you know. You probably wouldn't get up there, Dad. I'd be a lot fitter than you," which I was. But the old man's ego was like, "No, I'd get up there, no trouble at all, son." I said, "You reckon?" "Yep." I said, "Oh, if you think so." So we let the dogs out off the boat. We had a wee dinghy, rowed ashore, and took them. It didn't take long for them to start scenting, and sure enough, I knew the pigs would be high. They always were at that time of the year. And high they were, and high they went, right up to the very top. And soon in my tracking gear, we didn't have the tracking gear back then, we only had this MN10 that would beep. It was beeping and staying in the same sort of place, so I figured there was a pig there. And I said, "Yep, we're on, Dad, let's go." And instead of racing in front of my dad and burning him off, I walked behind him. Because I can remember my teacher telling me at school, if you want to lead, you walk behind people. So I stayed behind Dad, and I was like, I could have gone past him, but I just walked behind him, and he was leading the way. And you know, we made it all the way to the top. I was surprised how fit he was actually. He gave me a good run for my money, but he made it to the top. And there was an old sow, titty sow, been stretched out there in the top. There was a bit of a wallow up there. She was been stretched out. Dad said, "Come on, kill it." I knew Dad wasn't really enjoying seeing the sow get stretched out. His hunting days are long over. But I had so much joy walking up that hill with my dad all those years later, and I was in my 40s now, and I hadn't done any hunting with him since I was like 5 years of age. And I really loved it. And the way I got him to do it was I let him lead the way, rather than, you know, because if I'd gone the other way, he probably would have like thrown the towel in, or I don't know what would have happened, but it worked a treat. And that's the last time I hunted with my dad. Took him fishing a few times in kayak. The last time, final time I took him fishing, he fell asleep in it and tipped over, and that was probably a time to stop. It was a while ago now. But these neurological diseases are horrible. All diseases have their thing. I think something that's even worse than that is dementia. It's a horrible thing, seeing someone you love with dementia, and I'm seeing my mum with it now, and it breaks my heart every time I see her. Although sometimes I think she's happy, and sometimes it's hard to tell. She can't understand why she's in this room with all these people that are dribbling and walking into her room all the time. She says, "I shouldn't be in here." And the trouble is that she has a frontal lobal dementia, so she has to be in there. I want to take her home, but the trouble is she wanders at night. And you're not allowed to lock your parents in. It's called elder abuse. I'd have her on the farm in a heartbeat, but she'd be wandering around at 3 o'clock in the morning, and you can't lock them in, so what do? But they lock them in at the dementia unit where she's staying, so it's okay for them to do, but I can't do it, so it just breaks your heart. But that's life, isn't it? We all have to deal with stuff that comes along. Every man's got his mountain to climb at some stage, and we all have our, oh, well, there's a lot in there. We all have our challenges. I'll take the rat poison out of here. I don't know, putting rat poison in with me bloody potatoes was such a smart idea, but it is inside the actual thing. I did it because the rats were actually eating my potatoes. Right, well, we're getting the bucket full, but it ain't full yet still. One of the weeds growing in here you can actually eat. There's this one here. This is mallow. Okay, and it grows wild everywhere. But a lot of eastern countries, they'll actually cook that up. And I don't mind a bit of a chomp and chewing it. And because that's a young one, I'm going to keep that one. Put it down the end there, and we'll have that later on. And we'll see what's going on here as far as the potato population goes. Again, it's got a lot of sun on it, so there's a few green ones there. I'll pull these out. Oh, lovely. Now there's a green one that can get over there. That one too, there's a few ones at the top that are a bit too green. I really like these little wee ones, they're good. So what have we got going on in here, Clay? It's a little bit green. I've learnt now to have my fork on the outside. I don't want to smoke the potatoes, go right through them. That's what the Irish lived off, potatoes. I grow my veggies not because it's also affordable, but because I know I'm getting organic vegetables. Use all the sheep poo out of the paddock, all the chicken poo. I use wool. Oh, that's not a potato, it's one of those seeds they have. That is the iconic ducky, and I would guess she's possibly the oldest duck in the southern hemisphere. Not actually a duck technically, a muscovite. So she was born in 2000, and they're normally black and white, and I kept her because she was white because I wanted to grow Muscovy ducks that I could pluck, and white's better when you're plucking them, you get the black bits in there. And she is now in her 26th year. So how about that? I think they normally might live to these records of them 18 years of age, or 20 perhaps, but 26? I reckon this will be her last year though. She's pretty quiet. They can fly, unlike the pekin ducks that can only waddle. This plant here will definitely fill the bucket up. There's a bit of dot ground, we don't want that in here. This will be the last one from that lot. Like a little bunch of grapes. We'll take those ones with the plant on the top, hoof them down there, and the rest will be good chomping and chewing. There's another one there, it's a bit green looking. These guys will be all good. Beautiful. Yep, nice potatoes. They're just on the edge, some of them. I don't know, we'll put that in. Yeah, that one there's a bit green and a bit. What else are we going to get out of here? There's got to be some more down there, isn't there? Or maybe not. Oh, there goes one. I'll put that in the bucket. Oh, another one. Oh yeah, there goes a whole heap. Happy days. It's another rude looking potato, isn't it? We'll just wipe that off there, make it a bit more seemly. Look at that, a whole bucket of potatoes. Oh man, that's so cool, and they're all organic. Beautiful. Check this out. That's fantastic. Magic. Yeah, I don't know about these green ones. A lot of small ones and big ones, but that's a bucket full. All good as. So we'll start with a fresh bucket. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows to do. So the chicken's hanging around there because there's actually coffee grounds that go into that container and worm juice, and she's getting a caffeine hit. That's what she's been doing, she's getting a caffeine high. The ducks like to drink it, because we put old coffee grounds in the worm bath, and that's what I'm going to be harvesting next, is those there, off there. Butternut, yum. There she goes, getting to the caffeine again. She'll be as high as a kite. You won't sleep tonight if you keep on doing that there, Louie. Yeah, mate, shouldn't have coffee this late in the day. You'll be up all night. Yep. Keep away from it. Oh shit, I've disturbed a wasp hive somewhere around here. There's a whole lot of wasps. I'm going to find where they are and spray them first before I get stung. Can't see them, but they'll be there somewhere, and I do not want to get attacked by wasps. Thank you, sir. Just got to go with caution here. There's a few wasps. I think these are the wee seed heads that you can't eat. I don't know what they... I think they probably grow a potato, but it's not a variety as such. Oh, these are sunburnt, the ones at the top. Oh no, they're just red ones, so these are the kidney ones, okay. So they're that colour, righto. Cool. What have we got for these guys? Ooh, oh wow, wow, look at that. Look at those beauties. Now you're talking. That's more like it. Gee, just look, I bought one. Got a wasp hanging around my leg there. Just landed on the back of my knee while I'm doing this, but it didn't sting me. Happy days. Look at this, would you? Brilliant. Right, we'll get that out of the... This is great. Oh, that one's rotten. Okay. They are just... Look at those. Really nice. I mean, there's a good feed just there and there. I mean, that would feed like, I don't know, me. Miss Julie. Right, these little potatoes, these tiny wee ones. I'll pull this out of the ground too. Oh, wasp on my leg again. It didn't get me though. Woohoo! Yeah. Lovely. Oh, yeah. Happy days. The mussel boys are just perfect for this. They make it easy to harvest because you're standing height, they're not bending over, which suits your back, particularly if you're an old fart like me. And you can weed easy, and you can fertilise easy, and you can water easy. And it seems to be very productive, doesn't it? As far as how many potatoes you get out of them. I could have done it better though. I think I could have built them up with more dirt as they're growing and kept on building them up. My dad told me to do that and I didn't listen to him, but I should have, because I would have got probably more, but that's next year. Still, first year and still learning. I've only become a gardener in the last 4 years seriously, since I went to whole food plant-based diet. And I do enjoy aspects of it. And some bits are a bit hard work. I mean, sometimes you can spend all day out there weeding and watering. It gets a bit boring sometimes, but I certainly enjoy this part of it. And I enjoy the chewing part of it too. We're past the halfway mark now. Oh, lovely. I reckon these kidney ones are the best crop. They're big potatoes and they produce good numbers. I think these are the ones I'll grow next year. They're good. I don't know what they taste like compared to the white ones. It's probably something to consider. But they're certainly very, very productive. Can't see they're going to be... it's those seed heads. There's those little seed heads again there. I think they're like a rootstock weeds. There's more seed heads there. Let's see what's going on with this one. Oh, wow, wow, look at that's the biggest one so far. Look at that one there, by a country mile. They are so big. Happy days. Very productive. Mind you, we've got lots of white ones, so maybe at the end of the day it works out the same, but I don't know. Some of these ones at the top that got a bit sun damaged, or the old rats have had to chew on some of them too. I think we'll leave those guys behind. They've been a bit chewed by rats and a bit green for me. Okay. Seems like your hands is the best way, because you can't damage them with your hands, can you? Just get in there with your thumbs. Beautiful. More of those beauties. Ho 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 ho. Nice. Well, nice big one there. That's a funny colour one. I think the sun's got that one. Well, that's rubbish. These ones got really hammered by the rats. It'll be interesting to see how much of these are okay, because there was a rat living in here and it had a good old chomp and chew. You can see the ones at the top that are all rotten that we lost. Oh, okay, I don't know. Just a bit dodgy looking. You can see where they've been interfered with. Ah, should be right. I think that one there, I don't like the colour of it. It's green, it's had too much sun. Sort of on the edge. Pull this out. See what the state of them's like. It's not bad. Hey Super Duck, wrap your laughing gear around that, mate. She can't get on the feeder, so you got to hand feed her each day. She can get to the pond. I pulled her out the other day. She'd fallen in and she couldn't get out, so I had to pull her out. She was pretty sad, worse for wear. Right, we're down to the last plant. How's it looking? I definitely like the kidney ones. Kidney, whatever they are called, kidney something. Because they produce the most. I think they're just that stock. It shouldn't be in there. So we're going to fill up this last bucket for sure, and it'll be 2 buckets I reckon. Definitely going to be 2 buckets. That's heaps. More. Beautiful. There's that plant done. How's this guy doing? Cool. Oh mate, packed in heaps. The seeds can paper off all we want. That dock just goes everywhere. It's a pain in the ass. You can actually eat the leaves of dock. It's got some nutritional value. And the last one. Oh yeah. That was a good one. Happy days. Marginal. It's got a smell of shit. It must be the chicken shit I can smell. I know what you're trying to do, mate. You're trying to get the water, aren't you? I'll give you a hand. Come on, don't bite me. Give me a hand. There we go. There you go. There goes. Have a drink. There you go. Your favourite coffee. Coffee from the local cafe. It'll give you a buzz. What are you picking, eh, Bluey? Right. The old Super Duck trying to bite me. I'm the guy that looks after you and you keep on pecking me. Eh? You don't get it, do you? I'll show you what we got, guys. We did get more of the kidney ones, but we also did okay with these white ones. I forget what they're called, these ones, but just a little bit less. Oh man, this is like, whoops, oh shit, oh there goes me, oh fuck, I'll put that back up. How about that? Beauty. Yeah, it's a lot of weight. I can do my farm boy exercise now and carry these. I'll probably put them on the deck, I think, and dry them out around by maybe the log cabin. Not sure yet. Gotta go somewhere. Worm farm, which is an old claw bath. There's coffee grounds there that I get from a local cafe. This plant just grew by itself. I didn't plant it, just come up, so I left it. And as you can see, well, that one's a bit munted. There's a good one. Butternut. Oh, it's a beauty over there. I quite like butternut. That's a nice one. And one there, which is split. So I'm going to harvest those soon. I'll do those tomorrow because I need to cook up a feed now. But that's my worm farm, and it's actually it's produced a lot. I'll put this thing up here to hold them up. You can see at the back here quite a lot. So that's my next thing to harvest. before they go too rotten. These guys here fell down. They're bloody pretty hardy, aren't they? We'll put them back up here. They're my spring onions. I pulled them off when I went to get my bucket. Look out their root system. You're okay, put your back in there. I'll stick a bit of water in and she'll be right. I'll come out and just take these off as I need them. This is where the watercress was going to grow. As it turned out, spring onions were very, very successful. They're a bit dry. I'll smack a bit of water in there and they'll be sweet as, bro. Geez, that'll be a shock to the system. Haven't had any water for a while, have you? Yeah, cool. Well, super duck tearing into that bloody coffee. Enjoying that, are you, mate? Yep, not bad. I've been standing on this, but I reckon that's a bloody pumpkin plant. Just growing wild here, isn't it? Yeah. Might leave that and see if it produces anything. Who knows? Earlier on this video, I did a shout out to Glyn. I want to say, mate, something that Sir Winston Churchill said. He suffered very, very debilitating depression. If you're going through a tough time, if you're going through a hard time, just keep on going. Yeah, keep on going. Anyway, that's my potatoes. I'm going to go inside and cook a feed of potatoes. We'll see you in the next video. Go steady, brothers, and the occasional sister. Thanks for watching. Righto. Whoa, Black Betty, bam-a-lam, Black Betty had a child, bam-a-lam, damn thing gone blind, bam-a-lam, whoa, Black Betty. Well, who's going in the pot tonight? You. That should be enough for a feed. Oh no, we'll take one more. Good tucker. Dinner.